Something that I've been asking myself recently is that if I could look in the mirror and see my dream self, what would that look like? When my time comes to an end on this earth, what is it that I want to be remembered by? I believe there are limitless things that we can accomplish in our lifetimes, but the only way that we can hope to get there is if we become the best versions of ourselves. Last episode, I introduced you to my background and where my journey began, but now it's time to create my future. There's a lot to be said about the ups and downs that happen throughout the journeys that we go on. And honestly, man, low points, they're a big part of them. There's no shame in experiencing low points in life. And in fact, oftentimes, they're the times that make us who we are. And everybody experiences them. There's no free passes for anybody. You're gonna take some hits, and you're gonna gain some scars. The beautiful thing though, is that our scars, well, they show us where we've been, and they can help lead us to where we want to go. You hear it all the time, but there are no smooth mountains, and in order to reach the top of your mountain, there will be an intimidating climb. But don't let this ever scare you away from the process though. Look at it more as some reassurance that you're on the right path, because I promise you, if it was easy, well, just think about it. Everyone would do it. Adversity is something that everybody will inevitably go through, and it'll happen in everybody's lives. And these challenges, they will continue to be presented to us throughout the rest of our time on this earth, forcing us to either go through it or grow through it. And failure, oftentimes it can be extremely humiliating, but honestly, it's just a rite of passage. We can't let this make us afraid though, because when we're afraid of failing, we limit ourselves to being able to give everything that we have. It's hard to accept failure. But as all the old heads say, there's no losses, only lessons. And you can choose to think that this line is cliche, but I'm pretty sure that you will never find someone who's at the top of their game who didn't endure some hard times and didn't fall short of their hopes at some point throughout their lives, because they all have. As uncomfortable as it can be, we need to find ways to become accepting of our failures and find ways to look at them in different lights, not just look at it as a burden. Some of the best things in life can come from experiences of adversity that put us down a certain path that for whatever reason, we're just supposed to go down. Our initial reactions to adversity is almost always the inconvenience that it causes, because honestly, it's almost impossible to see the hidden positives behind each failure. These times can show us what we're really made of, and they can show us that sometimes we may just not be ready yet. This just means that there's more room for improvement and growth. And just remember, the most treacherous waters, they always make for the most skilled sailors. We need to be really careful of the expectations of how we think things are supposed to go. Expectations are the thief of all joy, and they take away our abilities to find our way towards where we're working to be. Expectations limit us and only cause negative emotions. I've always been somebody who set expectations for myself, and they've caused me to lose my way, and at times they've led towards depression and times of humiliation. You have to find a way to trust the work that you put in and know that things will work out for itself. And whether that's for better or worse, just know that it'll always work out the way it's meant to. Alright, so this off-season in particular is a really big one for me. Going into my junior year of college now, I'm an upperclassman, so only having 2 years left, it's pretty much go time at this point. So there's a few key things that I'm really focusing on this off season, and being undersized the way I am, it's really important for me to just continue to try to outwork people and just prove myself more than the average person. So, these next 2 years, I'm excited for them and the opportunities that they can bring. So it's just going to be important for me to continue to work hard and really focus in on the things that really matter, and just continue to have fun with the whole process. So yeah, I'm excited for these next 2 years, and it's go time. The only way to truly separate yourself in life is to become a regular on the road less traveled. You hear it all the time, but not many are willing. Nothing spectacular comes without a price of admission, and many miss out on the beauty that takes place along the way. Chasing your dreams and going for things in life that bring you a sense of purpose, they can feel really daunting, because it's what means everything to you. And if you fail and things don't work out, it's humiliating. But honestly, I think we should be way more afraid of what will happen if we don't try. Living a life of regret is something that you will never live down, and it's something that you don't want to experience. So don't let yourself be afraid to fail. Go after the things that really matter, and don't be afraid of the consequences. A lot of times, I honestly enjoy the process of getting better more than I even enjoy playing the game. There's no feeling like it, and it's addicting. I can't truly explain to you why, but there's just something powerful about being able to feel yourself getting better. I'm on a mission to become the best player and person that I can be. And it's one that at times can be super rewarding, but also can cause great deals of pain. Comparison is the thief of all joy. So I don't think there's any point in really comparing yourself to others, unless it's used in a way to learn from them. And this is hard. But at the end of the day, there's nothing you can do to control others. The only option is to become the best person you can be, and you only got so much time to make that happen. In time, well, we all know that's one of those things that doesn't wait on anybody. It's something you gotta enjoy and rarely waste. The good thing about time, though, is it's something we all get the same amount of. Doesn't matter what your background is or who you are. We're all faced with how we're gonna spend ours. So think wisely on this one, because it's something that can either make or break your journey. Alright, so tomorrow our team has a summer league tournament. These summer league tournaments are really good opportunities for us because, since it's the off season, there's certain things that we want to focus on and work on and bring into the season for next year. So these tournaments just kind of give us an idea of how our summer or off season training is going and whether things are going well for us or if we need to kind of switch things up. So this weekend should be a fun opportunity and an opportunity to just see where I'm at and see where things need to be tweaked or if things are going well. So yeah, excited for the opportunity, and it should be a fun weekend. In my life, for too long, I have been somebody who was afraid of change and being uncomfortable. But the only true consistency that you can count on in life is that there won't be any true consistency. Change is just about promise in life, and specifically in the game of college basketball. As a young college underclassman, this was something that got the best of me. And to say I struggled, that would be an understatement. I folded. I learned more about myself in those 2 years than I ever imagined I would. And honestly, I'm truly thankful for what those years brought me though. I've slowly begun to learn how to adapt and grow within the environment that I'm in, which is something that is necessary for anybody in life, no matter what walk of life you're a part of. I thought that basketball had failed me and turned its back on me. But what I've realized is that it's been there for me in a way that I just couldn't understand. The game's been challenging me to grow, and it's so hard to understand this sometimes, but it's trying to help me become the best person that I can be. If you take some time to look around you throughout your journey, it can be truly amazing to see what you have going for yourself. Many times, we get blinded in our life, always looking towards the next goal, or always looking towards the next opportunity, thinking that that will finally be the thing that makes it all worth it. But before you know it, you find yourself years down the line, reminiscing on where all the time went. This is your life, right here, right now. And there's no real reason to worry too much into how the future is going to go. You gotta keep your head down right now and work for the here and now. Because life, it has a funny way of working itself out for those who put the hours in. And as I've gotten older, I've learned from the experiences I've had with the game. I've learned that this game requires so much more than just being in the gym and working out. There's so many things around it that are required if you're going to get to the level that you want to be at. You need to become more than just somebody who plays basketball. You need to take care of your body and spirit as well. Not only lifting and building your body up, but also yoga to preserve your body and your mind in order to last. Because you can use this game to build you up all around, but just as much as you can use it to build you up, it can break you down just as easily if you don't take care of yourself. And this journey is something that will try to break you down. And if you aren't mentally at peace with that, it will break you. There's a pricey cost of admission in this game, and that's what makes the journey special. But you have to do it for you. You have to find what brings you purpose and guard that with your life. Don't let anyone else's opinions tamper with the visions that you have. Value the times of struggles and pleasure and make them your own. Trust that they're happening the way that they're supposed to. Because what is meant to be will always be. It may seem like this basketball journey for me has been one that's been very exciting and rewarding. And while there has been times of amazing experiences, there also has been their fair amounts of struggles. And these struggles have almost derailed me. But we'll save all that for the next one though.